It's okay, Yama. I appreciate you stopping by anyways. It's all good. I haven't been streaming too much, mainly because I've been all over the place, but I'm gonna try to get that corrected, do more stuff that's more myself than what's expected. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and just be safe. Hope everything's okay. Take care of yourself, okay? Hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing all right. Sorry for the lack of streams. I have lifted a huge workload from myself, so now I feel like I can balance things a little bit better. I am kind of trying to organize myself a little bit better. I'm going to start trying things a little bit better, but you know, I'm going to just make sure that I sit down and write stuff down or whatever. Hey, Dark. This weekend for sure, I'm going to try and stream Deltarune, but that's neither here nor there. Today we are doing Palworld Smash or Pass. And just for the record, I ordered food, so at some point I'm gonna get up and go get the food. And I'll eat on stream or whatever. What if the haunts? Maybe. But today's Smasher Pass is brought to you by the lovely Fub, who's in chat. He developed an app specifically for. At first, he started doing it for something that I could do it, but eventually he developed it into a neat little silly app that anybody can use. I will. Is Lavender gonna be the first one? Get it out of the way. No, it's randomized. So here, I'm gonna go to the media room. So, here, let me go ahead and get stuff sorted. So if I go to window capture, this is okay. Well, actually. Let me do something here. I need to crop out some stuff. Which in hindsight I should have done, but you know, next filters. Crop. It's I think it was 150. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I believe that's good enough. So, this I don't know what anything is. Hold on. So, Fub developed this neat little app. I have way too many things. The Smasher Pass app. I'm gonna grab some music so that we can chill. YouTube. Too many tabs open. So I'm gonna go listening as music. Double check my music. Well, not my food. Okay, so I'll probably get up in like a couple of minutes because my food is like somewhat close. That's very distracting when I'm close. You can no, I ran so the settings that I did. I made sure to shuffle. I disabled the burus just to be safe. Am I gonna do it for Pokemon? I think I should. You know, funny thing about the Pokemon is that on Twitch, there is this thing where like if you sub, there's like an event with Pokemon, I think, or they confuse this for being with Pokemon, or intentionally like mislabeled that as Pokemon, because they were saying like, oh, like sub and you'll get like this great ball or something, badge or something silly. I don't know if it's there. I just saw it. I took a picture of it because it was very funny, because I was just like, that genuinely not the right thing. But I will actually, there are no longer against Pokemon. I will share the link in chats so you guys can do this yourselves or whatever. But anyways, we're doing this, and let me see. Okay, my food's not here yet, so it's fine. I can do a couple, and then it'll probably hello? Okay, there we go. There was a little delay, I got scared. Okay. So now, you guys are ready? Let's start. Oh. I don't know that I would go into explicit detail, but I would probably... This one... Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. I will say this is... This one's... Okay, this has already stumped me. I say Smash. I say Smash. I don't really have a particular reason other than, like, I have a weakness to certain dragon designs. And this is one of them, so... Pecking. Pecking. Also, hold on, let me set my camera a little bit better, because it's kind of being a little silly right now. Okay. Packing. It's a pass. Not a hard pass, but it's a pass. It is a, you know what? The design reminds me a lot of Goodra. And Goodra is like a hard smash for me. Also, my food is on the way. So I'll be eating, you know, not cake. I didn't order cake. I ordered Taco Bell, so that's what we're getting today. Incineram knocked. It's a knock. It's like a. We have Zoroark at home, so no, it's a pass. Days Moon. It's not a hard no. It's not a hard no. Hey, Norian, but it's still a no. I'm not even gonna, no. Oh, Loopmon. Yes. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I don't really have any particular reason. Rayhound, no. Oh, Nightmare. That's a hard yes. What? Look, she's cute, bottom heavy. I don't really have to elaborate too much, do I? Fuddler, no. Oh, there's a favorite? Okay. Okay. Gloopy. Yes, 100%. I love Gloopy. The description is like, she will not let go. Brother, those suckers are not letting go. Thwack can go thwack himself. Smokey? No. Nox. Yes, I love Nox. So yes. No. Tetroys. No. I already know. Less Punk, Ignis. You know, I've been playing a lot of Warhammer lately, and I am hardcore playing lizard people, and I am having a lot of fun with the lizards. I love the lizard men. Less Punk Ignis just doesn't do it for me. So no. Gilding. On virtue that it's not a horse. No. Hell's Safer. Zephyr. Lux. It's gonna be a pass smite. No, thank you. No. I feel bad for Depresso, but I think Depresso's just a good worker. You know, we can keep cordial things cordially at work, but that's about as far as it goes for me. Dojin. I'll let you guys mull on it because my food is here, so I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna make space for food. Here's hey Vitality, here's what I'm gonna say. Lately, there's a few things that have been growing on me. Knots for one. I've been growing more fond of knots. Right? It's a lot of food. Jeez. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm organizing my desk in the best way that I can. Let's push this a little further out. Okay. Okay. There's my food. All right. So, knots have been growing on me, right? And I didn't mean that as a joke. No pun intended. But I don't know how I feel about Doggin. So I am probably just gonna pass. Oh, Venusa. Oh my god. First of all, yes. I am a little bit weak for cute Medusa type characters. I don't know. If some of you know Bakemonogatari, smash me now. But there is a character that she becomes a very cute Medusa character. Easy favorite. Yeah, easy favorite. Okay. Not a fan of pachyderms in terms of character designs and stuff. That's a pass. Mole drawn. I think it's a cool character. Honestly, if I visualize it as like a monster girl, I can see a very cool character here. On virtue of like, it reminds me a little bit of like maybe like a Godzilla design, like a Godzilla girl or something. On virtue of that idea and like big dumpy, it's a smash. Dynamorph, oh, as a character, she's not great, but I do like her design, so she's cute. But that's as far as I would go. She's kind of sucks as a character. This is the pass. Lukemon, we already said smash. Hoodie, I don't know what to make of Hoodie. Katiba, smash. Cinemoth. Cinemoth. Moth girls. Am I right? Gummoss. 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 What do we do with you? What that mouth do, though? You know what? Crazy, crazy head. Because it's just... I mean, it's practically all head, right? And like, it's got it, so... Oh. I'm not even getting into the specifics, you know why. Bastigor. I don't know. This is like... This... I'm gonna say something and people are gonna get a little mad, but this is basic bitch furry bait. I'm passing. Valentail. You know? It's got the bedroom eyes. There's a lot of pals that just have the bedroom eyes. We're going with yes. Azure main. Actually, yes, but not a favorite. I mean, do we have to say anything else? It's this, like, literally the sex pal. It's fairly uncreative in terms of like what it is, but lizard, so Solmora Lux, no. Oh, Xenlord, it's a smash. It's a dragon with a heavy bottom, and it's cool. Just on the factor that it's cool. Also, yes. This gets my approval. Foxicle, yes. Muncho. I like Muncho. I think it's cute, but no. Danny Lord. Hey, Dark. Dandil Lord. The design is fine, but it's nah. It's like one of those dimension Pokemon or whatever, right? That's what it reminds me of, but not as good. Tumblr sex man build. Yeah, this is like basic bitch Tumblr shit. Not very fun. So we're passing on that. Hangyu, I mean, it's got the grippers, you know. Hangyu is it's definitely a hear me out. I will say. You know. Oh, yes. Not only favorite, but yes. Wispaw. Wispaw. You know what? This is like, it reminds me of like there's like an indie game that has a character that looks exactly like this. This is like a combination of Rousey and oh fuck. There's just like, I think it's like a puzzle game or something that has like this cat-looking character. That's all over like fandoms and shit, like furry fandom. One shot. I like one shot. I like Rousey. Wispaw. You're right. The Spirit Handy could come in handy, or like the old Reach Around. You know what? You convinced me. All right, let's go Smash. Nope. Dude. Okay. It's a pass, but this is a hear me out. It's got neck. It's nothing but neck. You know, imagine the crazy sloppy. That's also another thing. It doesn't have the brain capacity for it, so. Finside or Ignis? No. Look, on Virtual being like cool as fuck. Smash. Beak done. I can see I can see the vision on this character. Like a masked character. Smash. Elgro. He gives me like Krampus vibes, like in a good way, like a good Krampus. Like he's not gonna like fuck you over. He's just like, I just want to hang out. That's a smash. Low what? Low what? What do we make of slow what? I don't know. Does anyone have any particular opinions? I'm leaning towards no. I don't think so. Mm, I think we're passing. The anthro form of this is just what's a lady from for a second I almost said RuneScape. What's that lady from Undertale Deltarune? Fuck, it's a fish lady. And we have also like turtles. Undine. This is just Undine. So, not really. Oh. Sorry, I'm eating, but I don't really think I need to elaborate on this. But, old man fucks at clouds, so. No. Oh. It's a sex noodle. But just on virtue of it being like a not very good version of an already existing propriety existing IP character, I am passing because there is a better version of this. We already said pass, smash on this one, so. I actually like the green version. No, I don't like the green version better. That's a lie, but I think the blue version is cool. It's better. Smash. Fox Sparks. I already said the other one, like the Foxicle is better, so. Gamad. No. Rushore. No. Not a big pig lady guy. Look. Interdimensional sex. Also fiercely loyal, so. Ragnahawk. Beacon is just objectively cooler. I'm just gonna be real with you. I did not want to press smash. I made a mistake. Wumpo. No. How? Oh, you know what? I can see this. I can see something here. It's very faint, but I could see something like having like a good design here. So we're gonna. GTX Netflix got released before Roz could get a new. I genuinely, I want to work on the design. I feel like I am much better now and I could work faster on it. The trailer on Netflix got released. Not the game. I still have until November. So I'm gonna smash. Snooglu. Enemy hero protagonist waifu. Not really. Yes. Not only is it a yes, but it is also a favorite. I love Lily. Melpaka. I don't have to say hear me out, right? Because it's... I like Melpaka. TikTok November can come real quick. Yeah. Shit. We got September and October, so I got 2 months to catch up. Ribunny. No, that's a pass. Relaxaurus. No. I don't like this one. Like, this pal in general, the design is just like... No, thank you. I am, I'm trying my best. Maraith, it's a hard pass. I don't like, I wanna harp on this one a little bit. I don't like the design. I feel like it's a combination of too many things. I don't like it at all. Yeah, this is like a, whatever, so no. Just, like, on every level, no. Surfent, more like Smash and German type. I can see a really hot Ginjaka coming out of this, of just like... I will say this, yes. No. It's too basic. I don't really like this pal in general. I am a proponent of I like cervids. This is clearly one. And cervids and horses are kind of tangential to each other. So we're gonna go with Smash. I already said this is like, you know, we have Undine at home. So no. Cognito. Cognito, like when I see Cognito, I think of like that T Donran animations where that 3D artist has oh, if you scroll up, it should be, I did post it on the chat, but let me pin it. It's pinned in the chat. I'm gonna manually unpin it when the stream is done. They have like a character that's has like a plague doctor mask or whatever. I can see like a good design coming out of it, especially with the shoal. And I do like Mallow. So Tomcat. Every time I see this character, I think of Tomba. Or what is it, like Tomba? Like that like character or whatever. This is like a combination of Tomba and is it Tomba? Like, I'm thinking of like that like ninja character from the Nintendo 64 game, and also the there's a character that looks like him. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, he reminds me of Tomba, and also Okay, no, I'm thinking of like oh my god. What's that like game that has like that it recently got revived? And it's like a platformer and it has like a character that kind of looks like this. It does look like Kate Sith too. It's like Kate Sith with PS1 furry character game. Is it PS1? No, definitely not Bubsy. It's the character is it has this color scheme almost. Is he a mechanic? I'm trying to remember like what the name of this character. Like it's driving me crazy. It literally just had like a year or two ago. Klonoa. That's what it is. Yeah. Klonoa. Yeah, this looks like this reminds me of Klonoa. Klonoa and what's the other one? Kate Sith. This is like Klonoa and Kate Sith. No. Celery, no. I don't know. I'm like on the fence on this. Like, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing the 6-7. I don't know. I'm like, yeah or no, like, look, slap some tits on the bunny, you know what? Celery, no. Nope. Bellbat? Yes. Cotton candy, but no. I think no. Gangler. No. I'll, you know what? Sure. Swepa? No. I believe this is the inferior Gloopy, but it is still Gloopy nonetheless, so. Tetrois Primo. Pass. Oh, Nyafia. You know, the answer would be like for most people like, oh yeah, definitely, but I think like Nyaf is all right, but there's something that I can't point my finger to where I feel like it's leaning me towards no. But there's something I can't put my finger to. Like, I can't put my finger on it. So, I think, like, as designs go, this is kind of like... Yeah, we're gonna go with pass. Palworld. Brisla. You know, big fan. Yes, Celestier. You know, Servant. Fan of the Servants. Great Servants. It's a hell of a boss design vibe. Yeah, but it's even worse than that, because it's like a first pass it's like a first pass to a joke just died in my frontal cortex. It's like a first pass to a hell of a boss fan character that was commissioned to a Tumblr artist and they're not quite there yet. That's what it feels like. It doesn't know what it wants. And it's not even top or bottom heavy, so... No. No. You know, it'll give me money, but it's just not there, man. Gale Claw. It's got... Okay, it's the bird. It's like a bird with... Gale Claw can be like a mom. Like a motherly type. So I feel like yes. Univolt Chris. I think this one is not that good. I prefer the original one. You know, I'm supposed to say yes because horse, but I honestly, even I, as a horse, have standards. Okay? Iceland, yes. I don't know if you guys see it, but I see Ronnie in this, and Ronnie is like one of my favorite characters. It's Ronnie is great, and this reminds me of Ronnie. Ice Witch, you know. Okay. Yes. This is the superior cat. This is the superior cat. Not more superior than Segment. Very close. The thing is, between like, I think it's hard. It's hard. Because as much as I love Segment, Anka's just like clearly the better one, but it's different properties, so it's hard to say Magix is better than Segment, but it's very close. It's very, very close. It's very close. Honestly, big bottom heavy waifu. I'm an ass man through and through, man. Sufaline. No. 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 Van Rim. No, I on principle I hate this pal. Not just on particular because it's caused me so much grief when I was exploring, so no. Frostplume. Frostplume. Nah. No, I don't think so. Dick Toys. More like dig your way out of this. Nightwing. Honestly, Nightwing, really bottom heavy. But but, see, this is a tough one. This one is actually tough. You know, silence sometimes more like digging in your butt. I'm gonna go on my instincts for this one, and I'm just gonna say no. Blaze Howl knocked. See, here's my thing. I've been a part of, like, the furry community, and I'm aware of a lot of furry characters and that kind of stuff. I've seen this. I've not this exact same, like, design, but I've seen this. Like the stripes and stuff. Like, I've seen this. And it's just no. No. I mean, see, Lulu is like, I'm gonna go on a limb here, and this is like the small arms are killing me. I'm not saying this is like a hear me out for me. I'm just proposing a hear me out for someone else. This is like the pal next door, right? You've known each other for like however many years and stuff, and it's like, you know, she's got it like the biggest bottom you've ever seen in your life. Super well dresser, and it's like, this is the one you show at home, right? So for me, it's no, but you know, someone out there might be swayed by my words. So just know that I'm not judging you. No, it's not a Melpaca. Nope. Nope. See, I like the aquatic mammal variety of things, right? And like in design in the general zeitgeist. I do like, you know, Shiley's design, for example, or the orca character or the orca characters in Last Origin. If this was not a thing, I think there would be something here, but no. Look, we already talked about this, but this is the bedroom eyes bird. The bedroom eyes grass bird. It will give you some very nasty and crazy neck, and it will not let go until it drains your balls. Like, and you know I'm right. You know I'm right. It's, you walk into a room and she's there, you are fucked. In both a good way and a bad way. You will no longer have you know, you know, a bottom half, but look, I am weak. I am only a horse. See, here's the thing with Stella. In the PAL entry, she looks big, but when you see her, it's like a tiny little thing. It's more of like a PAL that you would read at a bedtime story. Really, I don't see it. Big hat, but I don't know. I like no. No, I don't like bugs. Well, I'm not a big fan of bugs in general. I can see this being like the alpha variant, maybe, but I don't know. It's the moment's passed. Hellzephyr. Zephyr. I can see something cool here, so, and hot. So yeah. Chickum. No. Hitsun. Hitsun. See, I like Fox Girls. I'm on the fence on this because I think there's something about the design that is preventing me. Dude, Okami can be like a mommy character because it's practically what it is, but in this case, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. We talked about this. What do we say here? What do we say here? I'm inclined to saying smash. There is like a... Yeah, let's go. It's not a hard smash, but it is a smash. Oh, yeah, no question. See, the immediate answer should be yes, right? Because Palworld is a thing, but this... I don't know, this is like a carnivore plant girl, and I don't know. I think this is kind of like a basic thing. Just want to say the vibes are off, so no. 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 I'm just gonna say, this may come as a surprise to some of you, but this is probably my favorite pal. I'm just gonna say that. I know some of you may be in a car screaming like Walter White Screaming Hank, no, but I'm sorry. You know, the way that it's put in this, like in this, it doesn't help it, because it's just a box with a hole, and I don't really like what the implication of that is. I'm not very happy about saying something like that, but I am gonna just do not the dog. Nope. Yep. Slog, no. I love Tantris. I think Tantris is really cute. Big bottom spider waifu. Without having, like, the scary eyes. You know, a lot of people would say, like, Celine, but it's not like an immediate, like, oh, smash from me. It's like I'm like right in the middle. And I think it's just like I don't find the design to, like, as interesting. There's something about, like, having so many crescents in the design and integrated in a way that's not super creative, but it is not immediate for me. Most people would say, well, you know what your favorite, Pokemon is, and I am aware, but there is just something about this that it's not an immediate yes. It's more of a hesitant one. It just feels like it's too on the nose, and it's like trying to... All I'm saying is it's not... This one is, like, not even in the top of my favorite. Like, not even close in the ones that interest me the most. I've caught this one. It's there in my base or something. I don't know. But it is... I have zero interest in this one. As much, like, it's not a pass. It's not a pass. But it is... But by definition of not being a pass, it's a smash, so... I like the other version better, but, because by virtue of just saying, like, yeah to the other one... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have the mod for this, so... We're smashing Bushi. We're smashing that Bushi. What that Bushi do? Gelroy. Yes. Quivern is what I thought Dragonair would have evolved to. In like, an alternate world, Dragonair would have evolved into Quivern. Or, like, a less furrier version of Quivern. Like, it's kind of like what I imagined Dragonair evolving to originally. I love Dragonair. I used to, like, not evolve my Dragonairs when I was a kid, because I just wasn't that much of a fan of Dragonite. Oh, this is a pass. I mean, Centaur. Like, come on. Gory Rat, nah. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I want to say yeah. I've always found it weird how big of a change the evolution in the line is. Yeah, a Pokemon is like, I think Dragonite was just, they wanted to copy Dragon Quest so hard That's why Dragonite is like that. Oh, Mega Man. This is Dr. Wawi. Dinosaur. Smash. See, here's the thing. It's either Wixen or Catras, right? The thing with Wixen is that it is obviously an inferior Braxian, right? It's not bad, but it is not like that interesting to me. I think Catras is like the superior one. And I am on principle just passing. No, the one you were just saying, this is Meganium. This is the one. No. I love King Paka. I love Milpaka. I'm gonna Apaka that booty here. Verdash. And I'm gonna say Pokemon copied the homework a little too closely. So they're you know pot calling kettle black. Verdash, yes. I will say I fucking hate these guys sometimes because they will attack me for no fucking reason, and they made traversing Sakurajima a pain in the ass because I'd be walking around and one of these would just pop out of nowhere and like kick my shit in. So I'm just gonna say that it's a yes, but it's a powerful hate fuck. So this is the yes. Yeah. I like Celine a lot. 1.0. Scotlass. This is... See, here's my problem. I do not like that this is a water version of a bug Pokemon I really like. So no. And it's not even good. It's just... I don't know. It's like, it's whatever. No. I mean... I don't even know what this is supposed to be, so no. I mean, what do you want me to hear? What do you want me to say? I love Mitsutsune from Monster Hunter. I mean, it is still like a noodle with bedroom eyes, but it's like I don't see like I'm picturing a design, but it's not like it's like whatever. Like it doesn't feel. I'm not getting that. No, I don't know. I'm not really sold on this. No. No, it's you know, it's all up to interpretation. You know, because of the implication, right? It's all no. I think we said yeah to the other one. No. I hate these things with a passion, and it's like beyond the capacity of even thinking that this is like, no. Yes, we are Team Catress. Italia, yes. That is, yeah, no, even if, yep. Vixie. Not to, but a domestic terrorist. Yeah, that's exactly right. What do I want to do with this one? I see it. I can see it. But at the same time, you know what, Tsundere? We're gonna go with it. No. Ruby. Ruby. I want to say no. It doesn't feel like a pass, but it definitely doesn't feel like a smash, but on just giving it a positive note, I'll just say smash. Okay. This one? It's pretty hard to say because part of me likes it, but another part of me just doesn't. It's that part of like, this is dangerous, don't do it. But it's also like, is there anything telling me to say yes? You know? On virtue of it not being like, you know what? Fuck it. Pass. Pass. B-MILF. No. Shadowbeak? Nah. I mean, this is like a pop dart, but I don't know what to say. Yeah. No. Kyogre at home. I can see a giant waifu out of this. No. No. Oh, chill it? Yeah. No. I read this as Pedro. I don't know why, but it's Pierdon. But I read this as Pedro. I don't know why. Brunelia? Yes. See, I can see, I can sort of see something here, but no. Yeah, if it was Piedron, it's a missed opportunity. They don't have good people giving it names. I'm just gonna say pass. Floppy. No. No. Nope. 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 Guys, do we even have to elaborate on this? Do we have, you know, Tansy? No. No. I like Flambell. But I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, Rondo of Blood. I like, but Smash like. Yeah, wax. We're gonna go with pass. Pass. Fuck its engines thrusters. We're smashing the Jet Dragon. Fucking cool as shit. Herbal. Gotta yap on stream. Look, I favored it, and then I'll elaborate towards the end. Herbo, I want to say now, Blastmoot, Devil's Castle Dracula X, Rondo of Blood. Yeah. This one, again, I've seen this. I've seen this character in the furry world. I've seen it a million times. And let me be specific that it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just not interesting to, like, I am a proponent of the less is more. It looks like a combination of the Rajang and something else. But my thing is, like, I've seen this. I've seen it. And just because I've seen it, it doesn't mean good. I'm just a fan of, like, less is more. And this has, like, a lot going on. Like, it's got the horns, it's got this, it's got, like, the wavy thing on. And like, it's just, I don't like it. The superior unit vault. Yeah. Lift Monk. This is the character that someone will inevitably make an animation or a comic series where it has a comically large cock and it just fucks everything. But it's a no from me, dog. Ozark. I don't think No, I saw it. There's a boss fight with this one. See, it's cool on the surface level. But it's not... I think my problem is that with... Here, if you permit me, here's my issue at a design level. Not with this character specifically. It's that a lot of these designs, we see them like, oh, I know what this is. And I have like an idea and like we are attracted, or we will, we tend to prefer certain types of design and certain figures because it reminds us of a human design or something like that. I want to say that this, it doesn't, like, I know what this is aping off of, and I know what it is supposed to be. The original one is much better. This one is just Palworld has less of a cohesive thing going on. We're like, oh, these characters are definitely pals, but it's not like in other like monster related IPs or whatever, where even if they're not all hitters, like obviously when you have like more than 1,000 designs or when you have like more than X amount of monsters, but it just feels like you can tell they were like on a spree of like getting as much shit out before release, because 150 when you start is a very good number, but like admittedly some of these are repeated. They're like, oh, this is like the night version of this, and you can tell that they were crunched for time to get designs, but it's like you hire someone that's really good at designing monsters or whatever. And I know this started as an indie game or like a small company game, but it's definitely made a shit ton of money, and you could have spent maybe a little bit more time. And the bigger problem with Palworld is that it's still like they did not put updates in between the last one that they did and 1.0, where that would have really saved a lot of this game for me had they continued getting feedback throughout the 1.0 release. One, it would have created more buzz. Obviously, it would have burnt out some people by the time 1.0 came out. But people would have given them the feedback, hey, take what you have right now and like just polish it a little bit better, like in terms of designs. Get someone that makes monsters for a living and just tell them to make them cute or make them cooler. Palworld has a few hits for me, and we're like classifying them in this thing, but that's my thing. Like, it's a lot of them feels like a fan artist making their own fan monsters that go in your pockets. They aren't like a thing where like I like Palworld, like don't get me wrong, but it's someone that really likes a specific game and they're making their own fan characters, but a lot of them are kind of like not taking the design principles of certain things, and not like with the monsters that go in your pocket and balls. They have a certain cohesion because obviously they have something to base out of, and that was Dragon Quest. But they kept iterating, and like it became its own thing. But they eventually got people that know what they're doing. And I want to say for like what this is like aping off of, like in the original concept, a lot of them, like from the thousands that exist, a good 40%, 60%, somewhere around that ballpark are hits. In this case, I want to say 30%, 30, low 40. Between 30 and 40. And they're a hit because you have everything else to compare it to. And you're mostly going off like, oh, I know what this is. That's just my 2 cents. On virtue of that, I am issuing the score of pass. No. mm, no. No. Yes. No. Okay, look. If you're gonna make something that is shaped extremely bottom heavy, and with long ears, like, yes, dog. Yes. Relexaurus, I don't like it. I don't know what it is. I know it's like the monster in the, or the pal, I guess. It's the pal in the cover. But it's like, I want to say this is like, out of everything that they have in there, I kind of want to say this is the laziest one. I don't really like Relexaurus. Quiver, yes. Look, I think Primo is... It's, you know, it's... This is the... In the alpha version, this is the, like, the one that will pulverize you. It will absolutely demolish you. Big hat, big bottoms, winks at you. And in gold. Renjishi. I don't think I've seen this one. I've never seen this one. It's alright, I guess, when I'm looking at it, but... Pass. Pass? See, I like this one, but not in the Smash way. I think it's all right. Yeah, I know it's a small blob inside, but it's like it's a ghost. Suzaku Aqua. Nope. Nope. Oh, yes. Okay. Now that I get a better look at it, because when I fought this one, it was just like instant. Like I threw a ball at it. I threw my balls at it and I caught it really quickly. So I didn't get a good look at it because I was just sprinting towards end game and just clearing the game. But now that I'm looking at it, oh, that's yes, yeah. It's a moth. It's a moth lady. Sootsier. Okay. I set up a camp. I don't remember if I showed this, but I set up a camp in Sakurajima, and I put it in an area where these guys just come by a lot, and they keep attacking my camp. And I don't like them. That's what I want to say. Like, they keep attacking, and then they keep, like, injuring everybody. And I should build walls, fair enough, but, it's no. Tingle it now. See, it doesn't have its mount. It doesn't have the one that I care about mounted on the top. So this grizzle is no, sadly. More like Kuman. No, I see. As far as designs go, this one is somewhat interesting. But it does have that Blade Doctor thing going still. And it's more meant to be like it's dark. It's got the tired eyes or whatever, but it is a pass. Oh yeah, Mummy. I like this one a lot actually. It's got a very cool design to like. See, this is what I was hoping to see more of. When I jumped in. And I do like this one. I can definitely say smash. King Paka. I mean, yeah. Oh, Leaf Fan. I really like Leaf Fan. First of all, the game is a lot of fun. But bottom heavy, twin tails, feisty attitude. I can see a tsundere out of this. Definitely. No. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I like this one better. Smash. Xenogard. I don't think I've ever seen this one. But this reminds me of it's in Sun and Moon. What is it? Scoliosis? What's the name of it? Scoliosopeed? No, it's like a big guy. It's with the rapping dude that he sucks. No, it's not. Trying to like, I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, yeah, Scoliosis Block. Yeah. No, I mean, this is... Xiaolong. Yes, scoliosis. Xiaolong. I can see... See, you don't see that much Chinese dragon-inspired designs out in the wild. I want to say, on virtue of that, yes, but also I can see something pretty nice here. So, yeah. Fuck you. Rib Bunny, no. No. Xenovator. I don't know why. I don't like these guys. They're not they're not the worst, but I certainly find them kind of like on the lazier end, I think. I don't know what to tell you. No. Manakam Golem? Nakam Golem. Noklem. It's such a... Like, wait, this name is kind of stupid. Noklem. Nightwife. I'm gonna say Smash. Pass. See, part of me wants to say Smash. And it's particularly just because of this part. Because it has, like, the hair over the eye, the horns, somewhat of, like, the vibe of it, but... The little eyelash tells me it's female, so I'm fucking that thing. Yeah, I think you're right. No. 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 See, I don't like this one as much, in terms of the coloring. But I already said, yes to the other one, so... Catras, definitely. See, we're Team Catras over here. Popperai. Kitsune knocked? I think my argument for the other one was just no. And I feel like this one is a little bit worse. And I think it's just the... See, here's the thing. Indulge me a little bit. I want to try something here. Here. I'm going to lean over for a second. Just give me 1 second. I wanna try something here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying something out here. Give me 1 second. Just trying something here to see how it works. Oh, never mind. It's too much effort. See, here's the thing. What I would have done for this is make the tail this. This like ring of fire that they have here seems like a waste. Like it's, and I would have added like some rings or something instead. And instead have like the feet. But I know they already have like a shit ton of characters that already have that. But there's a reason. This is I don't know, something about it just doesn't do it for me. So pass. Pass. No. I think yes. It's bunny, and you give it big booba. Fun fact. If you combine a Mikora and a segment, it will give you a La Pure. It says La Pure, but it's distilled. If you breed one out of that, it's like distilled sex into it. So, I don't like this one. This color scheme on this one, so no. Roje, finally, less sex. Roje. See, this one I can see being like a Zoro. Or like El Zorro, not like Zoro like from the One Piece or something like that. I'm talking about like the OG, like the actual good Zoro. I can see this one being that, and like a suave character. So, yep. Grintail. No. Jormuntide Ignis. You know what this reminds me of? Okay, this might not make much sense to some of you, but during the 2000s, early 2010s, like really early 2010s, there was this trend of not just everything being green because of Mountain Dew and Master Chief, but everybody had like black things. Like a black console or whatever, and they would put red all over it. Now, red and black pair well together. But it reminds me of like everybody have like the flame on a black background or something like that, and this just reminds me of that, of like a lot of people that have like a car or like a hot rod or something, they paint it black and then they add the red flames or whatever. Which to me, it's a bit lame, I want to say. So, just because it reminds me of that, it's just like it's not a very good spread of red and black. Because okay, here's another, like let me explain to you what good design is. When you design something, whatever it is, you should balance your color choices, and you should balance a lot of things, because when something's like too balanced, we find it uncomfortable, right? It doesn't feel natural. There's something about it that feels off. When you have I guess here's a better example. I think if I just show you something, I'm gonna see if I can do something over here. there's a ratio to these things. And I'm gonna show you in a second. I don't know. This might not be the best representation of it, but here, humor me for a second. Allow me to explain what I did here. There's way too much red, in my opinion. And it's you're having like, I don't know if it's visible or not. I'm gonna cover you guys for a second. There's way too much. Obviously I would do a better job than this, but I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to exaggerate a little bit. There's way too much red, and it's like they're competing for each other, but then you also have white. So you have like an even distribution of similar colors. I don't quite agree with this distribution here. I feel like the less red they use, the better, because they don't really have a color that helps guide you through the design. But I mean, this is like, it's a reskin of like something else that they did. So it's like not a big deal, I guess. But I do have my problems with it. I don't like this one. See, this is the hear me out, I think. Pretty sure this is the hear me out, but I don't think I have I don't have too much to say about this one. It's all right. I like it. The fish god. Get some fish cakes. Beekman, Christ. I think I like the other one better. The Chris version isn't that good. Surf not. Yeah. Santar, of course. Hangyu. Yeah, we already talked about this. Oh, Daydream. Daydream. See, it's a no, but I like this pal. Ron Cherry. No. Astagon. Ooh. It is cool. I'll give it that. I can see like a really cool armor design and that kind of stuff. I think, you know what? Let's do it. Phalaris Aqua, no. Wow. Part of me wants to say no. I just think, hold on. Part of me wants to say no. Some of it, something just doesn't add up to me for this one. So I don't know. I'm gonna pass on Valid. It doesn't do it for me. Nope. It's just a regular. Smash 112 pals. It's a regular Chrono Trigger battle. But the one playing right now is Ghouls and Goblins. Anakam Golem. What happens if I copy the clipboard? I copied the clipboard, but nothing happened. Not sure if something is supposed to happen. It worked on Firefox. I'm using Vivaldi. Nope. Doesn't do anything, so... I might have to switch out of Vivaldi in general. Because there's a lot of things that just don't work with Vivaldi. Oh, let's see their favorites. Gloopy, Nox, Venusa, Celestier, Lavender, Foxicle, Cremis, Agedron, Dazzy, Segment, Nightmare, Bellinor, Lylane, Melpaka, Starion, Eleanor, Dupin, Magix, that. This was good. If you guys want to try it, let me share it again. you guys go. Let's see. It's 10 p.m. I could do something else. Or I could, I could do something else. I could finally play Warhammer on stream. Let me check my library. There is a it is like a good time, like, you know, it's like a 2 hours. I think that's good enough. But if you guys want me, I can play something else right after this. It's a shame that what happens if I show Bruce? Oh yeah, okay, I can't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I need to be careful about that. You know what I can do? I can yap for like another half hour. So I'm gonna do something interesting here. Let me turn this off. Close this out. I'm not gonna play anything heavy. Oh, wait. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Oh, shit. Mistake here. Let's see here. It's a shame I can't change the game. I can change it on Twitter, but I can't change it on I think you guys will appreciate this one. Size this problem. Says here. Shit. Ready to try members free only features? Oh yeah, that's the thing you gave me. Hold on, let me format this properly. Oh my god. I guess we can keep it like this. I'll turn these one off too. I'll increase. Let me see if I can increase the volume here. Free armor trimming rods. Can I edit on stream the game that I'm playing? At least for YouTube is what I meant. I'm just gonna remove the game. No? Okay. What was I doing? So let me check my inventory. Right. I was killing the Brutus, leveling up, the problem is that if I'm going to talk, it'll be a little bit harder, because I have to pay attention, but you know what? This is good training for me. Let me check my stats. So right now, I want to level my attack. / accurate. Okay. Oh, chat is in front of the stats? I'll change it in a second. So this boss, like if you haven't played Runescape in a while, has mechanics. When it growls, you get out of the way. When it snorts, you get out of the way. The thing is, the snort is like it's like a stomp. So it's so watch. Growls and charges. And then when it snorts, it just stomps. Oh, barely dodged that one. Oh, I got hit pretty hard. Damn it. One of my favorite songs here is Dragon Tooth Island. It's not a bad song. Okay, so we dodged. I started watching a series with a friend. God damn it, why did he do that? We're gonna have to take care of something else after this. It was a misinput. Misinput! Misinput! You calm down! Okay, snorts, we dodge. Snorts, we dodge again. Snorts, we dodge again. Eventually we'll deal... Okay, there we go. I got a mine room. Alright, let's get out. I need more food. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes. Okay. The problem is this is a little harder to... I have too many fucking things, like, all over. Lock this. Lock this. What is... Oh. What's that? I'm gonna... What's this? Getting rid of that. This. Oh. I can get rid of this. What's this? Alright. Sorry, I'm organizing a little bit. Okay. RS3 made all my leftover death rooms useless. Never forgiving them for that. Okay, chat is still in front. I guess if I... Let's see. Configuration. I guess I can show my stats. Okay, so these are my stats. I'm at 16 attack, 16 strength. I want to get to level 20. And then I wanted to go to strength. I haven't even looked at RS3. I'm just gonna stick with old Runescape. Yeah. Good. Okay, where were we? Right. I'm gonna grab some raw beef over here. Beef. 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 Do I have space in the inventory for that? I'll take a few more raw beefs. Please and thank you. Why is there a beer glass? I got space for one more. I think someone over here might be, yeah, I was right. All of it. Gotta get that protein somehow, yeah. Oh, I ran, oh, god damn it. HP. Nope. Get it on the fire. All of it. Why did you stop? No, why did you stop? Burnt me. It's whatever. Fucking burnt the T-bone steak? Are you kidding me? God damn it. But I think this is good enough for another round of bull. Just gonna eat this one. We're gonna go at it. Release the Kraken. Release the Kraken. Do not let. I am a very good cook. Okay. I am a very good cook. It might have been yesterday, or the day before, but I made some garlic and onion chicken, and then it lacked color because I didn't have enough time to let it marinate. He's snorting a lot. I couldn't let it marinate for long because I was put on the spot. But when I put it to cook, I finished it and I was like, ah, it's a little discolored, but it's fully cooked, right? It was flavorful and everything. But then my dad's like, why is it like it doesn't have enough color? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like cooked, whatever. Like it just doesn't have enough soy sauce. And then I'm trying it. It's really good. My mom loves it. And my dad's like, he takes out like a pot of bulgogi sauce and just pours it all over it. And I'm like, you didn't even fucking try it. And he's like, he just like doesn't say anything. I'm like, I'm really pissed. Because I put effort into cutting the onion, like grating the fucking onion to get onion juice out of it to marinate the, like, oh my god. And he just poured basically Korean barbecue sauce all over it. And it's just like it killed all of the flavor that it had. I feel like had I put a little bit of ginger and let it marinate for like another like an hour. No, but you know, my dad has a problem because everything doesn't like everything needs a little bit more salt. Everything is undercooked. Like he's that kind of guy. He like if you're cooking, he's gonna come into the kitchen and then start like oh you need to put more of this or whatever. He doesn't even ask. I've kicked him out of the kitchen before, many times. And we get into like heated argument. Level 17, so I got 3 more levels. Just gonna wait for the cow to spawn. I want to mention that I've been studying a lot of art. Hopefully I could do some streams where I actually teach the stuff that I've been learning, but I've been focusing on getting better. I feel like I've been improving slowly. I don't want to say like, oh, I'm so good right now. Like I don't ever want to acknowledge that because I don't want to ever feel like I'm plateauing. Like I feel like I am getting better, but I'm still not good. But every day I'm on the mindset of like 1% better every day. And I'm learning new things. I'm trying to put myself on the spot with stuff that I don't normally draw, or like clothing that I don't normally draw, and just like drawing normal things. And I'm like putting everything into shapes in a way where like shoes, I don't know how to draw, so I'm like, I want to really learn how to draw sneakers and shoes. So I'm going to break them down to the most basic elements. And I've been doing that, but it still needs more practice, and like I need to start like drawing them on my own and that kind of stuff. I'm already at the point where I can start freehanding perspective a little better instead of relying on the perspective rulers that Clip Studio gives you. And that's not a bad thing if you use them. They're there for a reason, but a lot of people use them and don't understand it as well, or like the reason why certain things work, or why things are the way they are. So I'm focusing on just doing it myself by hand, because I want to get very good at just freestyling it, and then I can start using the tools once I understand the basis and like what am I looking at and everything. One thing I do need to work on also is like my hand shakes a little bit, not like whatever, it's just that I want to be more precise with my line art. I am probably going to reach out to someone I know. Oh, what is this? Letta, what is this? Yeah, I use CSP perspective rulers a lot. They are crutches, and I think it's important that you learn. It's okay to use them. I don't want to dissuade anyone from using it, but I think you should learn how to at least be able to draw boxes and create the perspective in your head, so that when you're using the rulers, you're basically you can use your mind's eye to see everything, which is incredibly important. And that's what I'm trying to learn. It's build that visual library that I desperately need in my head. I'm obviously speedrunning it a little bit, but I am getting better at like visualizing things. I'm doing exercises that I'll show you guys in a second, but I'm doing some exercises that requires me to look at something and then draw it from memory immediately. And today I did a thing where like I looked at one image of a specific outfit, and then I drew it 3 times in different poses and in different angles without looking at it. And then I would, after I finish drawing it, I would look at the reference and I'm like, okay, here's what I got wrong, here's what I forgot to draw, etc. And it's been really good because I'm like just drawing things like a little bit naturally. Now, what I need to do is slow down, and not in the sense of like what I'm doing, but slow down with how I'm drawing, and like take my time to draw the shapes or whatever, because like I tend to be very like not chicken scratchy, but I draw a lot pretty fast, and I think if I draw a little slower, it might help me make even less mistakes, because I'm not trying to gun, like I should have tried to avoid gunning it, but I'm also timing myself with a lot of these exercises, because if you just freehand it, you're gonna continue until like you make mistakes. But every day I'm like, I have a 3-hour study session. I started viewing some, I have some Colossal courses I'm reviewing. One of them is on background drawing and composition. Another one I just started today on, what's it called? Okay, we're level 19. I started a course on character design and clothing design focused on medieval, not medieval, but fantasy art. And I am like, I'm making a shit ton of notes and I'm trying to learn. For the courses, I'm trying to keep it under an hour, because I feel like if I try to suck information for more than an hour, it's just not gonna go very well. And I try to keep the information that I digest to short bursts. And even those courses, I'm watching at 2 times speed, because the thing is, like, I've seen a lot of stuff, and like I'm trying to condense everything to the more important things. All right, good night, fuck. Thanks for the app, by the way. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna probably clock out in 10 minutes. Just gonna go for a little longer. I'm just gonna yap for a little bit while I level up to level 20. Wait, he's doing a lot of snorting. That was close. Okay. Let's get out and get some cow meat. To be fair, it's proven that being focused for long periods is quite difficult, so 1 hour sessions are probably the right choice. Won't progress much if you clock out after the first hour. Yeah. So my the way that I'm doing it is that with art, especially with complicated stuff like compositions, and drawing shapes and that kind of stuff, it's something that you have to do constantly. And one thing that has helped me a lot is that I'm tracing over poses, I'm tracing over clothing, I'm tracing over a lot of things. And what I'm doing is that I'm making like a breakdown of the things. So I need to find a good example so that you guys can see what I'm referring to. Okay, this one's a good example. All right. Okay, so allow me to show you something. So what I've been doing here, for example, I'm studying composition and perspective. And so I've been looking, I took some samples, for example, 2 Blade Runners. One is the original one and the other one is a 2049. And this perspective was completely free-handed. You know, I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, the horizon line is here. Obviously, there's a ton of mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes. And I didn't want to draw all the details because that wasn't like the whole point of it. The point of it was to get at the basic shapes, and the basic layout, the basic composition, perspective, and everything. I do need to do more of these. The fisheye lens, I kind of found a simple way to do it. So even this image that has like the fisheye lens, completely free-handed. I'm getting there, and so it's interesting. And here's what I'm saying about what I'm doing with tracing images. Okay, so this isn't tracing. The one on the right, the ones on the right are actually drawn by looking at the image, and then I'm like trying to block out the important details, and then I am making notes of like, okay, with clothing, I have like one of the things, the artist that that gave me the feedback, he mentioned your clothing. He didn't say my clothing sucks, but he did point out you need to study how clothing works. Eventually, like that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to focus on like, okay, loose clothing, how do the folds work, and I'm dedicating a lot of time to that. And something that has made me go faster is, all right, I'm just gonna trace, I'm gonna make note of it, and then I'm gonna simplify those folds into shapes in a way that helps me visualize the shapes, and the folds and how they fan out, or how gravity works on them. Granted, this is loose clothing. Not very thick fabric. Well, the first one is a bit of a thick fabric because it's a sweater, but you need to keep in mind the material and stuff. I have to go over and review that stuff, but I have a good website that I found where I need to find more references, and then I start to make more, like, I think tracing in that regard is good. Not tracing art from other people, tracing like pictures, and like in vague and like simple shapes, not every detail, just the big shapes that give the form, and then you make a mental, and you start writing notes on it, or you start making mental notes of certain things that you see a pattern. That's what I've been doing, and I do that for like, I've been doing that for like 2 to 3 hours every day lately. It's helped me a little bit, but I need to keep pushing further. Anyways, actually, I should claim my thing from Adventurer John. So we're gonna go over here. You receive 1 Mithril Longsword. Black Longsword, Bronze Sword. Oh, this is both longs. Here's the thing. I had this conversation with someone yesterday. Not specifically about myself, but we were just talking about something in general. A lot of the stuff that I, for myself specifically, I'm very. It's hard to explain this, but I don't feel okay being mediocre. I'm not okay being mid. I don't want to be, like, just in the middle of, like, I don't want to feel like I'm, like, I'll be frank, like, thank you guys, like, I'm really happy that I have an audience and something, that is very supportive, but I cannot help shake that feeling that I could be doing better, and I always feel that. And for a while, I was just kind of like, no, I'm like, you know, I could be doing better, but like, you know, I've been like meandering a lot, but I'm not okay being like feeling that I could be doing better or that I'm not as good as I could be. And I needed to work that. And like, I flip-flop between working a lot, but I'm honestly like, I need to put the more effort in. That doesn't mean like working myself to the bone, because I can balance like 3 hours of study and practice until I get to a comfortable point where I know what exercises to do, so I don't really have to start taking courses or whatever. Like I can just go into practice, and then whenever I feel like I'm hitting a wall, I can come back and like review things. But I want to get to a point where my goal isn't really to get hired with big companies and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I like remaining in the indie space and like doing art with the general populace and being able to work my own projects. But I am interested in challenging myself and pushing forward, because the thing is, I think I've been I think I've been honest about it for a good while, but my long-term plan isn't really to like, I want to push out of just being like a not safe for work creator. I do want to stay in the realm of suggestive content or ecchi or whatever. But I do want to make projects that have a, not that I want to like leave and do like mass appeal things all the time, but I want to do things that will get more eyes because in long term I want to participate in more cons, offer more things. I want to be a little bit more like like a contemporary like magister or something like that, where I'm able to do a lot with my stuff. And I like not safe for work. It's fun. I'm just thinking long term because the internet is becoming a little bit harder. And another thing that like I've been considering too, it's like Texas tornado. What do they want? What the fuck? Tornado Texas wishes to trade with you? What are they giving me? What the? That? What? Mithril set? What? I'm gonna drop this cowhide. Drop the chef's hat. Is this like a banknote? What is this? Price of mithril? I guess I gotta go to... Let me see. Runescape. Grand exchange item. Huh. Interesting. I gotta go to the Grand Exchange or something like that. That's cool though. All right. Well, that's a good note to end on. I'll try to do like a proper RuneScape stream at some point. Hey. All right. I think that's good enough for now. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let me walk you guys out. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a good rest.